Hello Pack, my name is Vahlkor and welcome to Dauntless. For this video we're going to be talking about the sword roll attack that we just got in the last patch notes that was dropped about 4 days ago. And yes, I know I'm a little bit late throwing out this video, but as I told you guys, I'm trying to find a lot of time to play, and I want to make sure that I cover the things that I want to cover, and obviously patch notes are one of those things. So obviously I'm not going to be able to cover the entirety of the patch notes, but I mainly want to talk about the dodge attack. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go and check out the links in the description where you can find the patch notes for this video. You can also find my Twitter, our Discord channel, and you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel to become part of the Wolfpack. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk about the dodge attack that we got in this patch note, and that is specifically for the sword users. The patch note says, sword users now have a dodge attack. This is the first of several new improvement-based attacks we will be introducing to all weapons. Stay tuned for more blog posts this week. This is pretty much a attack that where you're fighting with your sword unsheathed. You're gonna go ahead and roll, and you're gonna be doing sort of like a stab attack with your sword. You can do this with either the heavy attacks or the normal attacks. And to me, it doesn't seem like there's much of a difference between the two, other than the heavy attack goes ahead and actually uses the elemental portion of the weapon, and the other one just uses the regular attack. To me, it's actually a very good improvement in the sword combat, because if you watch my previous thoughts videos on the sword, you know that I love the sword because the way you play with it is actually very aggressive, and you're very versatile, and you can do a lot of things that you will be kind of restricted with other weapons. That's why this sword is kind of like the more well-rounded, balanced weapon in the game. Now, the addition of this dodge attack actually made me able to dodge and continue my flurry of combos quicker. I'm not sure if it's because the actual animation of the attack is a stab, and it can be used as an initiation for any of the sword combos. You can go ahead and roll, use your right click, and then you basically initiate your triple elements combo, or you can go ahead and do your roll. You can do your right click 2 times, that will do like the stab, the regular second right click, and then you can go into the actual repeating elements combo. So it's actually very useful, because not only it'll work as a stabbing attack that gives you a little bit more range, it also works as a kind of like a combo starter. So to me, it actually makes the weapon even more versatile having this attack. One thing that I did find weird is that for being called a dodge attack, it doesn't actually give you any iframes. So whenever you do a dodge roll and you're gonna go ahead and stab the behemoth, you actually have a slight window where you can actually get hit, which to me kind of defeats the purpose of having a dodge attack. Although the extended range could also be useful in case you wanted to try and topple behemoths. Now you have to. It's kind of like a very high risk, high reward move, where you have to actually time the distance and the speed the behemoth is going to be charging at you. But if you get it right, as you can see in this clip, you can actually topple down a monster that is charging at you without getting hit. And now, before you say, well, you can do that with a normal right click attack. Yeah, I understand we could do that with a normal right click attack. However, the range that the stab gives you is a little bit farther than the actual right click range. So overall, I think the move is actually very useful. I just think it might need a little bit of tweaking, especially in that department of actually being called a dodge attack. I think it needs something, an incentive for you guys to actually use this. However, giving it iframes in the actual attack could potentially make this weapon a little bit overpowered, because you could pretty much roll through anything and continue attacking, which I think could be the main scenario that this could be powerful. But I'll have to be doing more testing with this, but so far I really think it actually changes the way you play the sword in a way that you can be even more aggressive than what you could have been before. One more thing that I actually want to cover is they are continually working on the collision between players and behemoth, and they actually did some more tweaking to that, so we might see a little less getting stuck with the behemoth. I still find myself that I still get stuck, especially when I'm using close combat weapons like the sword. Like I try to stay into the behemoth, like into the fight, and I still find that I get stuck. I can't really tell if it's too much of a difference right now, because like I said, I haven't been able to play as much as I was able to play in the very first days. So hopefully it continues to get better. So in a case that you're using the sword and you're trying to get advantage of this dodge attack, well, hopefully we will not be getting stuck as often, and that will improve gameplay quality overall. But again guys, there's a lot of things in this patch notes. I'm not able to cover them all in one single video. There's a lot of quality of life improvement, there's a lot of bugs and things that have been dealt with, so hopefully you guys can go ahead and check out the links in the description where you can find the patch notes. You can read them all, see if there's anything else that you want to talk about, and let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this dodge attack? Do you think this dodge attack should have some kind of like iframes along with it, or do you just think it's perfect the way it is? But anyways, make sure to check out the Twitter, our Discord channel, and join the Wolfpack. As always guys, I've been Vahlkor, and I'll see you next time.